Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to the 10 biggest fast food failures of all time. I'm going to be honest, the main reason I'm watching this and reacting to this is because on the thumbnail I saw the McSpaghetti or something, and I just can't see that being real. So now I'm pretty much watching to see if that's real and to see what other monstrosities were created at these fast food chains. But yeah, we're going to jump into this. Hopefully you're going to enjoy. I like doing food reactions. You know, I'm a bit of a fatty, and I'm just loving doing food reactions, especially when I haven't eaten in the day. I will do these sorts of reactions, and then I'll probably just start the day with something bad, like a McDonald's or something. Hopefully not. I'm going to the city soon, so I'm going to eat out. So I'm hoping I don't cave in and get something like that. But yeah, we're going to jump into this and see some of these horrifying creations. And yeah, links are in the description to my Patreon if you want to see some more videos of mine. And yeah, I'm doing like movie reactions, series reactions. I've just reacted to The Office for the first time. What was the other one? What's the show that's like Friends? I've literally just forgot what it's called. It's a similar show to Friends, and I reacted to that for the first time. It's about one guy. You'll know what it is if you know shows. But yeah, I just reacted to that as well, and I'm trying to do more and more, and I'm getting suggestions and all this good stuff. So if you want to suggest me some things on the Patreon, you can do it there as well. But yeah, links are in the description, and let's just see these failures.
McDonald's has pasta dinners. Lots of spaghetti with delicious meatballs.
Fast food items have the ability to become major hits, like the Big Mac or the Baconator. However, sometimes the choices fast food restaurants make are more flopper than whopper.
Where did you get that?
The clown gave it to me.
Here are some of those very epic fails. The
Pizza?
10 biggest fast food failures of all time. Long John Silver's Big Catch Meal.
Welcome aboard. The
Oh yeah, getting a bit of the UK, are we?
ship of lost souls.
This seafood monstrosity was added to the Long John Silver's menu in 2013. It contained a 7.5-ounce piece of haddock served with a pile of onion rings and a side of hush puppies. Long John Silver's described the meal as the largest fish we have ever offered and claimed it was a game changer. The Big Catch Meal was launched in May and was discontinued by August of that same year due to a significant backlash. It turns out that Long John Silver's was also serving up a shockingly unhealthy amount of calories and fat.
That is a lot of battered stuff. You've got hush puppies, you've got obviously the fish, and you've got onion rings. That is a lot of breaded things that aren't gonna go down well.
The Big Catch Meal contained more trans fats than the average person should eat in 2 weeks.
Oh my days. That is insanity.
Much too greasy! Even the smell of it makes me feel physically sick!
A lot of this was attributed to the fact that these items were cooked up in a big vat of partially hydrogenated frying oil. By the end of 2013, Long John Silver's agreed to look into new oil for their fryers that would replace hydrogenated oil in their restaurants. This meal was actually panned as the worst restaurant meal in America by the Center for Science in the Public Interest.
Well, that's hardly the image we want for Long John Silver's.
Pizza Hut's gourmet rebrand.
That's gourmet cooking for you.
Pizza Hut is basically known for serving greasy, cheesy pizza. But in 2014, after declining sales, they decided they wanted to appeal to foodie millennials and updated their menu to include new artisan options. They dubbed this rebrand Flavor of Now. Some of these artisan toppings included honey sriracha sauce, Peruvian cherry peppers, and Asiago crust. The company even reached out to some of the more trendy food trucks in New York City to help suggest menu flavors and items that would appeal to the hip foodies out there.
Expecting someone with some sort of vehicle to, not this.
However, at the end of May 2014, the CEO of Pizza Hut's parent company, Yum Brands Incorporated, admitted at a conference in New York City that the rebrand was not working.
That's a terrible call.
What was once referred to as the biggest rebrand in the company's history was now the biggest flop they'd seen, at least in a long time. It turns out that they neglected one major thing. Their target audience just wanted cheap, greasy pizza. Within a year, Pizza Hut ended up making a complete reversal back to their original menu. McDonald's pizza.
McDonald's has lots of stuff for dinner.
That is mental to me. As someone who worked at McDonald's, I don't know how they would make it. Would they make it from scratch? No. It's just going to be pizza that's frozen. Like, what would be so special about having a pizza from McDonald's? What the hell, man?
Like new family-sized pizzas.
With the rise of pizza chains at this time,
And
the
when?
company decided it wanted to
When was
tap
it?
into this corner of the dinner food market and introduced their own pizza. By the early 1990s, McDonald's implemented it in a portion of their Canadian and American locations.
Pizza time.
However, there were a lot of complications that came with this decision. First, there was an equipment issue. The McDonald's pizza required a new oven to cook, which was designed to quickly cook pizza dough from frozen within 6 minutes.
This is good. Yeah.
It meant that every single restaurant location would have to obtain a new oven and find room for it in their kitchen. Next, there was
Already
a
cramped.
drive-through issue.
As someone who's worked at McDonald's, the kitchens are already cramped as it is, so that's just extra space gone. And you're probably just stuck to one another now at this point.
The boxes designed for the pizza didn't fit through the window, which meant that they had to be expanded. That called for
Wow.
more renovations. The pizza also took a total of 11 minutes to cook and prepare, which is way too long to keep up with drive-through times. People frequently had to pull over and wait a long time for their pizzas. Not only was this a flop, but it angered many popular pizza chains and prompted them to create smear campaign-style ads against McDonald's.
Oh,
That
wow.
was like watching Ronald McDonald eat a cheeseburger off the Grimace.
I'm serious.
Burger King's Halloween
What the hell? It's black. Huh?
Whopper.
Juicy, flavorful, with just a hint of...
In 2015, Burger King was consumed by the Halloween spirit. It resulted in the Halloween Whopper being added to the menu. It was your average Whopper, but it was served on a spooky black bun. To achieve the dark hue, the buns were infused with A1 steak sauce. The burger itself also came in a cute mummy-themed wrapper as an added bonus. It turns out that the burger was more nightmare-inducing than anticipated.
Welcome to my world.
Customers began to report that the Black Whopper was turning their poop green. And not just any green, neon green. The reason for this was the dye in the sauce. However,
Dye in the sauce. Oh, that doesn't sound very good for you.
according to some nutritionists, a typical serving of A1 steak sauce doesn't contain enough dye to have this effect. The consensus was that Burger King was clearly using a concentrated version in their buns. Now, the green poop wasn't really a health hazard, it just came as more of a shock to people who were not mentally prepared for the experience.
Holy fuck.
Domino's Oreo dessert pizza.
Aren't cookies the best?
2007 was an interesting year.
And we are calling it iPhone.
For $3.99, you could order a giant
Wait, was the first iPhone released in 2007? What?
pizza-sized cookie from Domino's. It was served as an addition
It's just Oreo. That looks sickly, man. That's just literally... It's just Oreo. That's just like, what, 10 Oreo biscuits mashed into, like, a pizza.
with any purchase. The Oreo dessert pizza consisted of a warm, giant chocolate chip cookie slathered in Oreos and super sweet, sticky vanilla syrup. Most people agreed that this concoction was way too sweet and also too chewy. According to some reviews, the cookie portion was also pretty bland. It's that signature creamy filling that we really care about, so when you take it out of the equation, it's not the same.
Okay.
Overall, it was unappealing and didn't last very long on the menu.
Doesn't feel
Not
like there's much
surprised.
love in Domino's pizza.
While Domino's has developed a substantial reputation for affordable pizza delivery over the years, it has never really been known for its desserts. It seems as though they've taken the hint. After trying to launch other types of dessert pizzas over the years, the company has seemingly decided to stick with brownies, Cinnasticks, and lava cake for the time being.
Eat a pizza once in a while.
McDonald's spaghetti.
McDonald's new
I can't believe... So we've gone from McDonald's pizza, and now it's McDonald's spaghetti, so it is real. That just sounds nasty, man. Like... Just cheap. Like, why would you get it? Again, why would McDonald's think that it's going to be popular there? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe, I mean, these things, you got to try them out to see if they work right. That's how these companies find out what does well and what doesn't. But just spaghetti at McDonald's doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like it would have ever worked in history. But yeah, we're going to see.
pasta dinners with your favorite meatballs.
In the 1970s, McDonald's decided to develop McSpaghetti. The dish was long spaghetti noodles covered in marinara sauce, topped with shredded cheese, and served in a cardboard container. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, McDonald's decided to give it another try. They launched McSpaghetti in some locations across the United States, mostly the South.
Since when don't you like spaghetti and meatballs, huh?
This time, they tried a few varieties, including lasagna and fettuccine alfredo. These products were launched in those locations to be tested over the course of a year. But like the McPizza, people do not go to McDonald's for Italian food. This item was taken off the menu pretty quickly. Still, McDonald's did try to bring back their McSpaghetti in other locations around the world. You can try it yourself, but you have to go to the Philippines to get it.
Lasagna.
Lasagna? What the hell's the matter with you?
Burger King's Satisfries.
It's time to get satisfied.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate those. Those shaped fries or chips are the worst, man. I mean, I have memories of having them like I hate oven chips, right? And I used to have them quite a lot when I was a kid.
Lasagna.
Lasagna? What the hell's the matter with you?
Burger King.
These chips, frozen oven chips from these are. Nah, they are not it, man.
Satisfries.
It's time to get satisfied.
In 2013, Burger King decided they needed to cater to a more health-conscious audience in North America and decided that the best way to do this was to release healthier fries.
I mean, off the back, that doesn't sound bad, like a bad idea. I kind of like it because I sort of like eating unhealthy foods, but I guess you eat unhealthy foods and you don't really care what it is. You just eat it because you want to be unhealthy or whatever. You're not trying to be healthy, but it was just, I guess, less calories, less salt. I wouldn't see any problem in this, but I guess a lot of people do have a problem with this sort of thing.
Is this organic?
The Burger King Satisfries were made with a type of batter that was designed to absorb less of the frying oil. This way, they wouldn't contain as much fat as regular fries. The results were fries that were only 4 grams less in fat than the regular fries and still contained 270 calories in a small serving, only about 70 calories less than regular fries. According to some reports, many customers started calling them saddest fries. Let's face it, when you're hungry for French fries, you don't care about calorie content.
I want high cholesterol. I want to eat bacon and butter and buckets of cheese, okay?
Because you know you're not making a healthy choice to begin with. For example, even though McDonald's has released a lot of healthier options, their biggest sellers are still French fries and burgers.
They're good as well,
Burger
man.
King's.
But the French fries at McDonald's, oh my days, man. There's nothing like the fries at McDonald's, man. Nothing like them.
Top seller is still the Whopper. Within a year, Burger King started discontinuing the Satisfries from their menu.
Garbage day!
And went back to the good old greasy fries people know and love. Dairy Queen's Breeze.
Come on. I'll treat you to a Dairy Queen.
Just like Burger King, Dairy Queen also decided to try to appeal to more health-conscious customers. In 1990, Dairy Queen launched the Breeze. It was basically a blizzard made from frozen yogurt instead of ice cream. It lasted about a decade before the company finally pulled the plug and discontinued it.
Not like this.
The problem was that it just didn't sell. Some employees actually stated that the frozen yogurt supply in the store would often go bad or expire before they could sell any of it. One of the issues could be that a frozen yogurt-based blizzard still isn't actually healthy, especially when you mix in a bunch of candies and chocolates that completely defeat the purpose of a healthier base. It was technically lower in calories than a regular blizzard, but still had a ton of them when the mix-ins were added. Or perhaps the problem is that Dairy Queen was too early in their thinking.
I really want to sort of make a healthy, low-fat or non-fat.
Now, frozen yogurt chains are incredibly popular, and people enjoy turning to this alternative as a healthier way to enjoy a cool dessert.
Can I come too?
Robbie, I only have enough money for me and Joe.
Taco Bell's Seafood Salad. During the 1980s, the restaurant chain best associated with stoners and post-bar runs decided to try to invent a healthy seafood item to compete with the successful Filet-O-Fish at McDonald's. In this vintage commercial,
Never had the Filet-O-Fish, but all I hear is good things about it, man. I've never had it, and I'm never gonna have it. I mean, I just don't see the point in getting a fish burger at McDonald's, man. But I only see positive things about it. Everyone seems to love it who has it.
Commercial for the concoction, you can clearly see that they are trashing the competition by implying that ordering fish at a fast food chain isn't real fish. Ironic.
Pretty good.
Coming from a chain that is constantly under scrutiny for the quality of its beef. Now, the more logical solution to compete with the seafood market would have just been to introduce fish tacos. However, Taco Bell decided they were going to do something completely different and decided on a salad instead.
Ron, would you like some salad?
Since I am not a rabbit, no, I do not.
The Taco Bell seafood salad contained a mixture of typical salad vegetables, topped with shrimp, whitefish, and snow crab. Extra toppings also included cheese and olives. And in Taco Bell style, the whole thing was served inside an edible taco shell bowl. Does anyone really want seafood when they go to Taco Bell? It turns out the answer is no, because this item was discontinued.
Don't go!
Wendy's Super Bar.
You eat all that, I won't be responsible.
When you think of a salad bar and buffet-style experience, you don't typically think about Wendy's. But back in the 80s and 90s, they gave it a go with their Super Bar. Basically, this was a big self-serve buffet bar that featured salads, fruit, Mexican food, and pasta.
I mean, this doesn't sound like a bad idea at all, to be fair, but I guess it's just so different to what they sell there. Maybe it just didn't really make sense, but doesn't sound like an awful idea.
The pasta section included 2 types of pasta with sauce options and garlic bread made from hamburger buns. In the Mexican section were nachos, refried beans, and a build-your-own taco bar. Then dessert was a choice between chocolate or vanilla pudding.
This sounds decent. Why wouldn't this have worked?
The Super Bar cost about $2.99 per person, about $5.40 today after inflation, which, if you ask us, is a steal. And a lot of other people thought so too. In fact, so many people loved the
Oh, it was too good to be true and it lost the money or something then.
idea that Wendy's really couldn't keep up with running a buffet and still preparing their regular orders. They now had to do their usual job with the added responsibilities of cleaning, restocking, and preparing foods for the Super Bar. Not to mention, it's probably not very profitable to be charging that little when you know that people are going back for as many helpings as they can.
Face deep.
And abusing that free refill policy. By 1998, the Super Bar was discontinued, although some locations still carried it until 2006.
Is this the gentleman who ruined the buffet?
Help yourself to seconds and
That last one sounded quite good, to be fair. Sounds banging, but yeah. The more you know. And this was interesting, man. Some of these are wild to me, but McSpaghetti, the world, ooh, the Philippines, give me some of that. I remember the Wendy's buffet when I was little. It was actually really good. You could order one of those baked potatoes and add everything you wanted to it. It sounds good, man. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. And yeah, until next time. Peace.